This day and age, with all the electronics and parents working really hard and not having a lot of time with their kids, it's really important to get out and encourage our youth to carry on our hunting heritage. That's why mentoring is very important if you can find the time and the resources to do so. This 22 here I got from my dad gave it to me a long time ago. I've been shooting for a long time. It's pretty easy to use. First off, always keep the gun in a safe direction. You make sure the safety's on. Okay. I always wanted to mentor kids hunting, and I had that chance when I met Melissa and her boys at a pig roast. If you sit down, and you can put one elbow on your back knee, the other elbow on your front knee.
Oh, that's nice.
You have a bunch of points that you can rest your elbows on and everything, and you get really, really steady.
When I met Adam, I actually was a single mom and had the 2 boys, and I was working 5 jobs sometimes at a time. I do know how to hunt, but of course being single, that wasn't one of my things that I did or had time for.
Just take your time to get real comfortable so when you shoot, you're gonna be accurate, bud.
We're now a bigger family. We have 4 kids together, and we have every sport and traveling all over the state dirt biking, and it's almost impossible to get out and hunt. So for Adam to come in and take the boys and show them the ropes and teach them is amazing. It's been, the opportunity for them has been amazing.
Yeah,
oh,
right
perfect,
there.
bud.
Yeah.
Look at those. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah.
It's been great for him to be definitely a role model for these boys and other kids.
Does that work pretty good for you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Tell you're shooting good because you're hitting the same back tree. Awesome shot, bud.
My fiance is really into dirt biking, and so he has given the boys that. And we travel all over the state and dirt bike, and that's his passion. And now it has become the boys' passion as well as hunting.
These boys get after it on those dirt bikes. I don't know how their mom handles it. I'm sure she's a nervous wreck.
And I actually raced super mini class in a cross country series, Montana cross country, to just have fun and just participate. I mean, it's really fun to win it. Just go big. And our stepdad supports us pretty well. Hooks us up with good bikes and parts. Helps us out a lot.
It's not about winning, it's just about having fun, and the rush is amazing, and I kind of just go, I like to go fast, and I don't really think about what will happen if I crash or something, so I just go, and she probably gets a little bit scared because, well, that's what moms do, they just worry.
Motorcycles are really fun to watch, and it's fun to watch them fly by and climb the rocks and go over trees, but it's really hard on Mom.
Both these boys within the last month have had stitches and been to the ER with motocrossing, and these kids not crying at all. Oh, Mom, it's just a scratch, just playing it off. I mean, true Montana boys, hardcore. Good shooting. I think that was all 10, so safety on. Just seeing these kids get excited about this and seeing the joy on their face, like that's where it pays off to be a mentor. I mean, there's no better reward you can get than to see those kids smiling and joking around, having a great time. That's what it's about.
They kind of get the joy out of helping the family and being able to provide, which is great for them at this age.
After that, it was go time to load up and head out in the woods and see if we could find a couple deer.
Montana Full Circle is brought to you by Buffalo Bore Ammunition, Montana Department of Agriculture, Rocky Mountain Natural Beef, Leupold, Zenick, and these other fine sponsors. Buffalo bore ammunition is premium grade ammunition. It is the most powerful and accurate ammunition made anywhere. Our loads are purpose designed. When the moment of need arises, you are prepared. We make the world's best self-defense pistol ammunition as well as hunting ammunition. Find us at your local retailer or factory direct at buffalobore.com. This segment of Montana Full Circle is brought to you by the Montana Department of Agriculture and Valley County Weed District.
Blueweed was first discovered in Montana in 1916, found in Valley County in 1925, and since then has been discovered only in a few counties. Blueweed can easily be identified by its purple, blue, pink, or white flowers. The stems are light green in appearance with black dots on them and have fiberglass-like hairs all throughout them. You can find them in single plants or else in a mat. Weeds can greatly reduce the biodiversity on a landscape. Each blueweed plant can produce between 500 and 2,000 seeds. The seeds are viable for more than 10 years. Most people think blueweed is a beautiful flower. However, it is toxic to livestock and wildlife and can cause a variety of symptoms, including liver damage. The problem with blueweed and other noxious weeds is it can compromise the biodiversity on a landscape scale, reducing forage for wildlife and livestock. The most important thing about noxious weeds is to educate yourself to protect Montana's landscape for wildlife and future generations.
For more information about noxious weeds and vegetation management, contact the Montana Department of Agriculture or your local noxious weed department.
When taking youth out hunting, a lot of these ranchers are willing to let kids on the property and not other adult hunters. It's one of those that you just need to go and knock on doors and ask. The worst thing they can say is no, but I think you'll be really amazed at how a lot of these ranchers want to get these youth out there now and help pass on these traditions. We got to the property we were going to hunt, and we didn't expect to have these animals moving around quite yet, but before you knew it, we had deer all around us. We had a really good buck with a bunch of does around him. Josh just didn't feel comfortable taking that shot, and it was one of those moments where you just don't get the kids, kick them out, and just start shooting. You really take your time, make sure you can teach these kids the ethics of hunting. I think that is the number one thing as a mentor, is pass on our ethics.
It was a pretty long shot. I mean, I'd say like 230, 300. And I wasn't really feeling comfortable with that shot yet, so I just didn't take it, but still looked at it. It was pretty cool to see that. We had a few deer up that way, but I didn't really feel like shooting them that far away. But there's some bucks back here we're gonna go for, so there looks like a good sized buck, I guess. So I'll be pretty excited to get one. I think almost everyone gets adrenaline rush when they go hunting. It was just nerve-wracking to get here and shoot guns and be ready to go shoot a deer.
I had adrenaline. I want to go out there and I wanted to shoot a deer. I was kind of feeling it. I thought that we were going to get one, so I just kept thinking positive and kept moving along.
We got Josh all set up real good, and Christian had another camera, and it was really neat to be able to have both those brothers there laying on the ground, working their own angles, doing their things.
I got ready to shoot it, but I was just not really feeling it. Again, like the adrenaline, and so when I get ready to and I'm actually releasing, it stands up and hops away. So I didn't get a shot on it, but that's all right. Dang it.
When we saw that buck, the buck stood up and gave Josh a broadside shot, but he just didn't feel comfortable. And I feel as a mentor, hopefully I did something right that taught him if he didn't feel comfortable with a shot, not to take it. And he didn't take that shot. and those deer went off. And we talked about it afterwards, about what had happened and why he didn't take the shot. And you got to keep encouraging at that point. You encourage and embrace what happened and move on. Make it enjoyable and make them want to come back and do it again.
Get down a little bit further because it's a 250 yards. It's a little ways. So let's try to get another maybe 100 yards on them and keep it about 150. Like 150? Yeah, so we'll do what we can. You'll have the shooting sticks. We'll sneak down and we'll be real careful. I'm trying to see it the best we can. So.
We knew we had to get down there and fast, but carefully.
$157 yards. So just hold right on him, all right?
I don't.
Are you really comfortable and steady?
Pointing down at the hill, down at the bucks, just having it run through my head still that there's a buck there and gotta get a good clean shot on it and hopefully get it first shot, so.
Oh, that closer one. He's broadside. You got it. Get back on it.
As soon as he touched that trigger, that buck just dropped and rolled down the hill. It was a perfect shot.
The other deer's still there, so get ready, Christian.
He's walking.
He's coming towards us. He's gonna come up real close on this close hillside.
If you want to provide hunters with more opportunities than anyone else, you have to be willing to go where nobody else has been. The Apex ground blind from Zenek has gone to the next level to maximize shooting opportunities with the use of a window system that puts the Apex ground blind at the top.
This segment of Montana Full Circle is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Natural Beef. Find us on Facebook to order now.
He's broadside. You got it. Get back on it.
Once we made sure that buck was down and wasn't getting up, Christian and Josh, we did a quick switcheroo, and Josh grabbed the camera and Christian ended up grabbing the gun, and we had to try to get Christian settled in because the other buck didn't know what happened and he was just standing there looking around, looking down at his buddy.
The other deer's still there, so get ready, Christian. He's coming towards us. He's gonna come up real close on this close hillside.
I was thinking that the other deer was gonna take off right away, but it didn't. It stayed there.
Breathe in and out, buddy.
If you can't shoot, you're okay. Don't take a shot if you're not steady.
After a few minutes, we were able to get Christian settled in on that buck, and it wasn't even 15 yards from where that first buck was laying.
He's down in the bottom. He's down in the bottom.
Oh, he's going broadside on top of the ridge. Walking up there. He's broadside, dude. No.
You got him there? You see him, Christian? Zoom all the way in. You see him, bud?
Broadside. Right at the bone pile.
There you go, perfect.
Perfect. Take him.
Whenever you're ready, just wait till he stops. You ready, bud?
Now.
You got him.
Got him. He's dropping down into that gully. He hit him in the front shoulder.
Christian squeezed the trigger, and it was another perfect shot. That buck ran about 15 yards and piled up. And that is why you take time before you go hunting to shoot your guns. Make sure that people are comfortable shooting and to have that perfect ethical shot so nothing suffers.
You got him.
Got him.
I'm so proud of you guys. You guys did awesome shooting, and what a blast, you know.
Yeah.
I was expecting to be out here all day and shoot. We didn't have to be out here all day.
2 bullets.
2 bullets.
Oh man, that was the one with 1 horn. Cactus in the eye. Yeah, he's only got 1.
I think that it's now a good thing. I'm not very shy of it anymore because, like, it puts food on the table. It's good to eat.
Go up real quiet, just in case.
Just so stoked that he shot his first deer and it was a good clean kill. It ran a little bit and dropped, so I was really stoked for him. I mean, I was stoked for myself, but also for him to see him getting that deer and happy.
You got him, bud.
Oh, you hit him in the heart.
Yeah, he didn't go anywhere. Both of them were perfect shots. I mean, you couldn't have put a bullet anywhere better on these animals. And these kids were so excited. I mean, just nothing but smiles and giggles. And watching the boys try to drag the bigger buck out of that draw just had me laughing. To see them go through that, and two brothers to be able to be that close already, but to share that bond of shooting their first bucks together and having that's something they'll have for a lifetime.
Well, 4-point. No 4x4, no 4x5, but a 4 x nothing. A 4-point. Christian had good luck over there.
I got a nice heart shot right in there, and I got a little spike.
They actually died about maybe 70 yards from each other, so pretty incredible for both these boys to get their first bucks and be able to get them together, you know. Proud of you guys for doing the shooting. You guys did awesome.
Thank you.
You guys did so well.
Thank you again for bringing us.
Oh, anytime, you know, I'd love to do it, and I'm hoping we can get out for some elk now.
Yeah.
The shooting aspect of hunting is just a small portion of it, but then there's the preparation, the gutting, the proper management of these animals. But it's really important to get those kids, get their hands in there, get their hands bloody, show them how to do it so they can replicate this in the future on their own. You see how I got my fingers spread like that and I got the knife right between it?
Stay right on top.
Yep. It's teaching them how to do this, not just showing them. Taking a bite of a heart or liver has always been tradition amongst hunters for generations.
Oh, yeah.
And I know when I took my first bite of a heart when I was a kid, it really made me have a better connection with that animal. And I think these kids thought it was pretty neat. I think it really helped them connect with the animals that they had just taken.
Almost, keep going, boys, you got it. There.
After we got the bucks loaded up, we made sure that we stopped down and met up with the landowner. The boys were super excited to show off their deer, and Chuck couldn't find a nicer guy out there. And he just had a smile from ear to ear, was excited for the boys.
Montana Full Circle is brought to you by Buffalo Bore Ammunition, Montana Department of Agriculture, Rocky Mountain Natural Beef, Loopold, Zenick, and these other fine sponsors.
Loopold Gold Ring optics are built to perform at the highest level.
Every shot, every hunt,
every competition,
every situation.
They're guaranteed for a lifetime of performance.
Because failure is not an option.
You need total confidence in every moment.
Something other optics can't deliver.
That's the power of a true lifetime guarantee.
And 650 of us stand behind it forever.
Closed captioning provided by Bitterroot Brewing. After the hunt, enjoy Montana's last best brew.
So I was really excited when I got the pictures because I knew they both got deer. And then when they showed up to the house with both of their deer and the stories, the excitement was priceless.
One of our sponsors wanted to give you guys this grinder so you guys can make your own burger and be able to help keep food in the family there, keep your mom stocked up. Take some of this meat now, we'll grind it up, and we can make some burgers for tonight, and we'll cook some burgers up. But then this grinder's gonna go home with you guys. Chef's Choice was really nice to be able to give this to us to help you guys out and make sure you guys are able to take care of your own game. So
Wow, sweet.
it'd be pretty cool.
That's awesome.
The hunting aspect is not just the shooting, it's once again, it's the whole processing and being able to put that meat on the table. It was really cool to see their reaction. They were extremely excited. That's what it's all about, and that brings that mentoring to a whole new level and brings it all full circle. And then what's neat is this thing here where all the attachments go into, close that up and it uses as a meat stuffer to stuff the meat down in there so it can grind and get going that way.
And that was huge because it was something that we didn't have. And before Adam, we probably would have taken this meat to get processed, and we were able to process it ourselves. And the boys learned something, and it will help me out in the kitchen.
I didn't really know what it was at first until it got closer. I was excited because we don't have to go to the store and buy some burgers. We can just like hunt and get the burger.
Mix in some bacon to help get a little bit of fat in there because bacon makes everything taste better.
This day and age, we don't know what's in our food, so it's nice to know exactly what you're eating and that it's yours. Another thing is you don't know what you're getting if you're buying it from the grocery store. Sometimes even taking it somewhere, you may not even know if it's yours. So if they can actually shoot it and do all their own meat and then bring it to the table. So it's nice to have them help provide, because then they also have a part in that. If they want to eat more, they need to hunt more.
I am very stoked to provide food for my family. They have been doing it for me for quite a few years, so now I'm going to be providing food for them for quite a few years now. So glad I got into hunting. Good choice for food, natural, you know where it comes from, not just store-bought.
After we had harvested these animals, I told the boys I'd take their skulls and clean them up for them. And I don't know if they'd forgot about it or what, but when I came out that door and showed them those skulls. Well, boys, you guys recognize these boys right here? I just saw that whole glow back in their face again, just like after they had harvested that animal. There you go.
Awesome, thank you, Adam.
And now they'll have these trophies that they'll be able to carry on and keep for a keepsake. You know, you never forget your first buck.
They don't have anything like that. So it's something that they'll never forget this, but it's something they can keep forever.
It was a pleasure spending time with the Easley boys and getting to know them. It's really good to know that they learn skills that they'll be able to carry on to feed their family for the rest of their lives.
Looks delicious.
This is something that I wanted for the boys always, but I wasn't able to give it. So I appreciate Adam being there and being a role model for them, that he has taught them something that will go with them forever.
It's great to see the smile on these kids' faces and being able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. When you're a mentor, that's when you get repaid. And I challenge you to get out there and be a mentor and pass on our hunting heritage.
It's really delicious, thank you, Adam.